If you end up sitting beside me on an airplane, you're one of the luckiest people on earth. Here's why. Because I'm probably going to share a keynote on how you can make more money by thinking differently about how you make money and what your value is, or I'm just coming home from speaking at a conference like that. And I got paid all kinds of money to do it. And now I'm sitting beside you, and we're going to be sitting beside each other for a few hours. I am the luckiest conversation you're ever going to have, because I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, because I'm a curious kind of guy, and I like to help. It is my default mode. So let me give you some advice that is going to change your future. And if you don't pay attention to this advice, you are going to needlessly suffer. Here it is. Can I be more dramatic? Yes. Yes, I could be far more dramatic. Here's the advice. Learn the difference between experience and service. They are not the same thing. And messing this up is going to destroy you. Because even though I just said they're not the same thing, you've already said, yeah, but they are. No, they're not. Service saves people time. Service makes things easier. Experience doesn't make things easier. It makes things more memorable. Experience makes us go, oh, wow. Experience makes us take our camera out and take a photo of it. Experience becomes a memory that we reflect on and talk about. Oh, I was thinking of you the other day when. Okay? Service never, ever makes you do that. Ever. Service, when it's perfect, is invisible. This is why you'd be so lucky to get this advice. So when you're thinking about mattering more to your existing clients, when you're thinking about making more money by creating more value, what you don't want to do is default to improving service, because that's not going to help you, is it? Service always leads to commoditization, to cheap. Doesn't it make sense to you? Or wouldn't it make sense to you that, these pizza places that promise to get it to your house in less than 30 minutes, that those places should therefore charge the most? Order a pizza right now. It'll be at your house in 27 minutes. Shouldn't that be a premium? Like, oh my goodness, that's what I want. I don't want to wait. I want it now. I'll pay more for it. Instead, they're the cheapest pizza. How does that make any sense? Every single time you improve service by making something easier, what you most often do is you remove the human element. And in so doing, you're saying to your client, you do it. Hey, do you want to check yourself in to the hotel? Do you want to check yourself in? Would you like to work for me for free? So not only is it sort of gross, it's also dumb, because when you realize the difference between a service and experience, you'd realize that by checking me in, by having me do it, here, Dennis, check yourself in on your phone. What you're doing is you're denying yourself an opportunity to stage a moment for me, to make me go, oh, wow, that's amazing. I feel seen. I feel known. I feel safe. I feel like I belong here. I love it here. I have all kinds of emotional, gushy feelings about this place. No, you do it. Check yourself in. I don't want the opportunity to make you say to yourself, I'm so glad I chose to come here instead of some other business. So one of the differences between service and experience then is one of them is about saving time. One of them is about creating time well spent, time that makes you want to linger, time that gives you something to remember, time that's deeply personal. Okay. What are some other elements of experience? Well, I said one of them already. Emotion. Emotion is everything. When you're delivering a service, what you're motivated to do is move the person as quickly as possible from, I think I want to buy this thing, to the cash register before they change their mind. How can we make the funnel more efficient? How do we get prospective client to say, yes, I want that, and make it easy. Hit the button and buy the damn thing. Okay, I cannot keep going this way. I gotta bail on this. That's what service is all about. Frictionless. How fast can I get you to the cash register? Okay, well, first of all, that's not what experience is. Experience doesn't say how fast can I get you to the transaction. Experience says, before I get you to the before I get you to the transaction, what do I want to make you feel? Okay? Before you say, how do I buy this thing? Let me buy this thing. It's what emotional state do I want to get you into? How about excitement? Imagine you're a little kid with your father and you're about to buy a toy at a store, and as soon as it's yours, you can go home and play with it. You know that feeling? Okay, imagine if your client felt that way and you're an accountant. Come on, that's funny. Imagine that. Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm going to hire this accountant. I'm actually excited about accounting. Okay, imagine the kind of problems an accountant would have if they knew enough to stage an experience versus deliver a service by recognizing what it's ultimately about: time and surprise. And of course, eliminating friction. That's part of it, sure. Part of the experience is a little bit of service thinking in there. We don't want to make a client do something they hate. I don't want to make you stand in line for 5 minutes for nothing. But hear me out. What I'm saying is, yeah, but you don't want to eliminate the standing in line. What I said is, I don't want you standing in line for nothing. So if I stage an experience that makes standing in line worth it to you, that's a different story. Example of that: the Union Hotel, I'm pretty sure I've got that right, Union Station Hotel perhaps, in St. Louis. I've stayed there many times. It's a fantastic hotel. And what very fancy, it's an old train station. And I'll talk about them in another video. They do all kinds of great stuff, experience design and experience economy. It's beautiful. But what they do in their lobby, just picture this old train station style, the lobby. Imagine the vaulted ceiling and how amazing it is. They project a video, light, and music show up on the ceiling like every 15 minutes. Just think about the fountain at Bellagio in Vegas. Same idea, like every so many minutes, you get the show again. So there's an example of, they don't want to check you in on your phone and have you run to your room and not talk to anybody. They want to, it's like, no. We don't want you to come and stand around in the lobby thinking this is bullshit either. But if you come and sit in the lobby in these incredibly comfortable chairs and look up at the ceiling, and it takes 10 minutes to wait to check in, if we've created delight, if we've surprised you in some way, a music show, et cetera, something that you go, oh my God, look at that. Something that makes you take your phone out and video it and share it on social media, it becomes an experience. So experience is time well spent, meaningful, memorable, and all that great stuff. It's photo worthy. It's something you want to share. It's not just efficiency. So this is why this is so important, because if you are not staging an experience, you're not creating enough value for your clients. Value, just in case there's somehow somebody listening that's not aware of this, value is the thing your clients are paying for. Value is made up of two things, and most people are ignoring the second one, which is this. Value is the function of your business, what the hell your business does, plus what the business does to you with your time. And that's the part everybody overlooks. Businesses that fulfill their function and save you time. Think about McDonald's. I'm going to feed you, and I'm literally, you can walk in the door famished, and I promise you in 10 minutes, the meal is going to be over. In 10 minutes, you're going to be home, or you're going to be leaving here thinking, oh my God, I don't have to eat for 2 days. They don't charge a lot of money for that. The nicest restaurant in your town has the same function. They'll feed you, but they turn it into an hour and 45 minutes of dining theater, right? Where things feel almost ritualistic, where it's total escapism and amazing and wonderful. And once again, kind of annoying when people take pictures of their food, shared on social media. Is there anything in your client experience that's photo worthy? Is there anything about the client journey that is surprising and memorable? Is there anywhere in your client journey where you are actively staging time with your clients intentionally to make them feel seen and known and safe? Do you have ways for them to participate somehow with you, with the brand? Is there a reason beyond the transaction they have to spend or even invest their time with you? Because if you don't have any of those things, then you're not staging an experience, you're delivering a service. And just to remind you, what's the big problem with that? You can't beat Amazon. You don't want to be them, probably. Just be a shareholder. Trust me, it works. You don't want to be Amazon. And you definitely don't want to think your business is Amazon, because it's not. And you definitely don't want to compete against Amazon, because you can't win. I know it. I wouldn't bother taking you on as a client. I know that's something I can't win. I can't beat Amazon if I'm trying to be Amazon. But I can beat Amazon if I'm me, if I'm small and nimble and I'm focused on staging an experience and not delivering a service. This video has been amazing. I got to go. Here's what you need to do. You need to watch my other videos. Pay attention to me. I'll save you. Take care.